On the news tonight, President Bola Tinubu takes renewed up climate change awareness across the country. NAFDAC commences nationwide enforcement of ban on sachet and smaller bottles of alcoholic drinks. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7, coming to you from the Air State Station. I am Fatima Hassan and thank you for joining us today. Nigeria is shifting from climate promises to climate action with the official flag off of the renewed up climate change awareness tour. The nationwide initiative launched by President Bola Tinubu is designed to take climate conversations beyond policy documents and into communities, markets, farms and classrooms. Charles Afar report.
Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is here. Its effects respect no religion, ethnicity, race, gender, or age. From flood displacing communities to advancing desertification and coastal erosion, the impact is real. This gathering reflects a shared determination to confront these challenges, envisioned by President Bola Tinubu and launched on his behalf by the Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas Lawal. The Renewed Hope Climate Change Awareness Tour is urging governors, the private sector and other stakeholders to lead Nigeria's climate transition and turn awareness into action.
Together we'll turn awareness into action. We'll turn action into investment. We'll turn investment into a stronger, greener, more resilient Nigeria.
Today's event marks the beginning of a nationwide movement to deepen public awareness and understanding of climate risks and opportunities.
Nigeria's pathway is clear. The United Nations remain committed to support the federal government in translating climate ambition into a real, measurable climate action.
The Renewed Hope Climate Awareness Tour represents the next phase of this national transformation.
What we launched today is part of the things that will bring about solutions, how we have to push back the desert, how we have to find ways to tackle the issue of drought.
We have an annual $20 billion gap in terms of what we require to meet our nationally determined contributions. And the only way we're going to achieve that is through a whole of society approach.
Stakeholders also called for harmonization of climate and drive long-term adaptation to community risks. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu has nominated Mr. Nta Ijebu Ode as the Minister of State for Finance, replacing Dr. Doris Nta Ijebu. A statement from the Special Assistant to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, stated that Nta Ijebu will now move to the Ministry of Budget and National Planning. As the Minister of State, a third portfolio in the administration, President Tinubu has today conveyed the nomination of Oyedele to the Senate for confirmation in a letter to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, until President Tinubu nominated him as a minister. Oyedele from Ikaram, Ikoko, Ondo State, was the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, which overhauled Nigeria's tax system. Oyedele, 50, is an economist, accountant, and public policy expert. He attended Yaba College of Technology, where he obtained a higher national diploma, HND in accounting and finance. He attended Oxford Brookes University and earned a BSc in applied accounting. He also completed executive education programs at the London School of Economics, Yale University, the Gordon Institute of Business Science, and the Harvard Kennedy School. Oyedele spent 22 years of his working career at PwC. Joining in 2001 and rising to become the fiscal policy partner and African tax leader, Oyedele is also a professor at Babcock University in Ogun State and a visiting scholar at the Lagos Business School. The House of Representatives is supporting the establishment of the Nigerian FinTech Regulatory Commission, a single independent authority to oversee and sanitize the country's rapidly growing FinTech sector. This came to the fore at a public hearing by committees on digital and electronic banking, banking regulations, science, technology, and communication. National Assembly correspondent Issa Mohammed files in the report.
Technology fintech refers to the use of technology to improve and automate financial services, making them more accessible, efficient, and convenient. It includes services like mobile payments, digital wallets, online lending, cryptocurrency, among other opportunities. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, who represented by Adebayo Adepoju, said the proposed commission aims to address concerns around consumer protection, financial stability, and prevent fraud.
Part of this mandate, it will be responsible for developing performance standards, creating a level playing field, and fostering investments in the fintech sector.
Our objective is to craft a law that promotes innovation while safeguarding systematic stability.
For the sponsor of the bill, the Nigerian Fintech Regulatory Commission, when established with market value projected at $230 billion.
The Fintech Regulatory Commission, if established, will enforce standard rules, codes of practices for operators and investors. For the customers, the Commission will adequately protect them from digital frauds and build their trust in digital platforms.
Spain remains firmly committed to full regulatory compliance, consumer protection, financial system stability, Nigeria's financial inclusion and digital economy.
Stakeholders believe that the Commission will operate alongside existing regulators like the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Security and Exchange Commission to standardize and create a level playing ground and foster investment in the sector. From the National Assembly, Isa Muhammad, NTA News.
National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has commenced nationwide enforcement of the ban on sachet alcohol and alcoholic drinks in bottles smaller than 200 milliliters. Angajo and Angara report that the agency is in partnership with the National Orientation Agency, NOA, for proper orientation and public enlightenment on the enforcement drive. A report.
Addressing journalists, NAFDAC Director General Professor Mojisola Adeyeye said the move is aimed at protecting minors from alcohol abuse and its serious health consequences, including mental disorders like liver and kidney damage. She explained that although the policy was introduced in 2018, implementation was delayed to allow manufacturers a 5-year transition period, followed by a 1-year extension approved by the National Assembly.
Ban on small pack sizes can reduce the menace of underage drinking. Consumption of alcohol should raise alarm for parents, teachers, religious leaders, and community at large.
It is far less costly to prevent harm than to repair damage. Government has both a constitutional duty and a moral obligation to act before harm becomes entrenched.
NOA, NAFTA, and FCCPC warned that violators will face strict penalties under the law. In Abuja, Angarju Anagawa, NTA News.
Still in our English updates, we'll be going on a short break. Please stay with us.
Hello? I want to visit us. Mommy, we did not see Salama today. Where's Salama?
الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون
Yes, it is here again, Ramadan 1447, AH 2026. Nta Ijebu Ode, the heritage station, is at it again. To avail the opportunity to maximize the abundant reward during the period through our packages such as free, call to prayer, station live show, short admonition, and a lot more. For further inquiries, contact the marketing department, Nta Ijebu Ode, TV House, Eruwa Road, GRA Ijebu Ode, Ogun State, or call 080 28 36 48 01 or 080 29 41 14 73. 1447 AM, for the regular experience.
رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Demonstrators gathered outside the White House in Washington, D.C. to denounce what they called a war of aggression, calling on the Trump administration and Israel to halt their attacks on Iran as Beirut gets hit by Israeli strikes. Francis Udoja has more.
Footage shows activists chanting as they waved Iranian flags and held up placards reading, "No more wars based on lies, no more U.S. war in the Middle East, and spend our dollars on Medicaid, not bombs."
Arms embargo right now! Arms embargo right.
Protesters described Washington and Tel Aviv's actions against Iran as a war crime, claiming the operations were launched in favor of geopolitical interests and oil executives instead of the people's interests.
My entire family is in Shiraz and I can't get a hold of them. And the Iranian people don't deserve this, and the American people do not want this.
We've seen U.S. resources expended, U.S. lives even spent in service of really the ruling class in the United States and in Israel, trying to pursue their geopolitical objectives.
Tensions escalated in the Middle East after the United States and Israel launched joint military operations against Iran on Saturday, with President Donald Trump vowing to raise their missile industry to the ground. Tehran responded with a series of missile and drone strikes targeting Israel and U.S. military bases in the Gulf. Meanwhile, Israeli strikes have hit the outskirts of Beirut, sending up large clouds of smoke as U.S. Embassy in Riyadh also recorded an attack by 2 drones early Tuesday with sparks of fire. A Saudi Defense military spokesman said in a statement while Iran pressed on with retaliatory strikes across the Gulf. Francis Udojo, NT News.
It's 10 months to the 2026 general elections in Nigeria, and the ongoing Ramadan stands as a tool for spiritual reflection in setting the agenda and shaping the choices of the electorate. One of such conversations is being spearheaded by Nigeria's Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Ijebu Ode, who is the chief host of a Ramadan lecture in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Akim Jimo reports.
The thought-provoking lecture by an erudite Islamic scholar attracted clerics and faithful from across Ogun State and beyond. Speaking on the topic, Islamic principles of purposeful political choices in a democratic setting, the Amirul Mufassir of Ogun State, Sheikh Muliku Sulaiman Mahamud, encouraged Nigerians, especially Muslims, to elect tested, trusted and God-fearing politicians into office come 2027, while other participants harp on the need to fact-check the antecedents of public office seekers before empowering them with political offices.
When you have qualities and people are ready to serve, so the onus is now on the larger community to make sure that they pick people that can really perform the duty as expected.
Certain qualities to look into appointments. Number one, such person should be a very fruitful somebody, a God-fearing. It doesn't matter whether he or she is a Muslim or whatsoever.
Nigeria's Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, who is also the patron of the Progressive Muslim Clerics, Ogun State, Dr. Ijebu Ode, acknowledges that President Bola Tinubu's unprecedented achievements speak volumes about a leader on a mission to turn around the fortunes of Nigeria.
For us as Muslims to review the political landscape and look at 2027 that is also close by, and to reflect the teaching of Islam and Prophet Muhammad that in choosing a leader, character is number one. Yes, you can be a Muslim, but if you lack good character, then your faith will not be useful for us.
The Ramadan lecture was held in memory of the late parent of the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Alhaji and Alhaja Yunus Akande Omotosho Salako, in Abeokuta, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
Now we are on our English update. Join us tomorrow for more interesting stories. Don't have a wonderful night rest. Bye.
Grandpa, when are you coming to visit us?
When I'm going to wake everybody up for support if I leave, that's what I'm going to everybody up for support if I leave.
Mommy, we did not see Salama today. Where's Salama?
الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
مرحبا بكم يا رمضان، مرحبا بكم يا رمضان. الحمد لله رب العالمين. باني أيام nínú ẹ̀sìn Islam. Ramadan tọdún 1447 lẹ́yìn Hijra ìyẹn tọdún 2026 kíkọ́. Ilé iṣẹ́ Nta Ijebu Ode alárágbà yìí dá the heritage station ti ṣe tán o láti jẹ́ kí a jẹ àǹfààní aládìpẹ̀lẹ́ lábá lásìkò oṣù ààwẹ̀ alálùbáràkà yìí látara àwọn ètò lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan wa bíi tafsirul Quran, ìran pípẹ́, wáyẹ̀sí ààwẹ̀, adìdí amúsàrì jẹ àti àwọn ètò lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan lọ́wọ́ pọ́ọ́kú. Fàlàyé kíkún ẹnìkan sí ẹ̀ka ìpolówó ọjà ilé iṣẹ́ Nta Ijebu Ode tí ó wà lọ́nà ìrànlọ́wọ́ GRA Ìjẹ̀bú Òde àbí kí ẹ pè sórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọ̀nyí 08028364801 tàbí 08029411473. Ramadan tọdún 2026 yìí ẹjẹ́ ìjọba láwọn ṣòwò gbalada ń bẹ̀.
رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sharkling detergent! Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sharkling. Sharkling detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clear out and all colors, Sharkling detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sharkling brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sharkling detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sharkling detergent, happiness with every wash.